Good morning to you, my dear viewers. Now, cherished viewers across the Archdiocese of Accra, I welcome all of you to my faith story, where faith comes alive through very ordinary people who have encountered God in a very simple but yet profound way. You are watching us live from the studios of Defsocom Accra, or on either Facebook or on YouTube. My name is Reverend Father Januarius Akpabli. You can simply call me Father January. I will be your host for today. The program is My Faith Story, and you will respond where faith comes alive. This program is proudly sponsored by the Catholic Archdiocese of Accra. We are sponsored by Cake Element. We are also sponsored by Pepsi Pine Ventures Limited. We are also sponsored by Passy Enterprise. Now, let me give you a little bit of insight to these our sponsors. Now, Cake Element specializes in cakes, such as wedding cakes, anniversary cakes, donuts, and cake dessert in small containers. And today we shall show you one of their products here. Now, they also serve coffees. If you are interested in coffee, Cake Element is for you. You can locate them at Awudome Close TV, Africa. To contact them, call them on 0244 460557. 0244 460557. 0244 460557. They also have social media handles on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. It's all Cake Element. When you say Cake Element, they respond your true taste. Now, Pepsi Pine Ventures Limited also are the producers of Pepsi Pine Fresh Fruit Juice mix, fresh orange juice, fresh pineapple juice, fresh watermelon juice, fresh pineapple ginger juice, fresh pineapple ginger mint. They have various varieties, and they also do not add preservatives to these. If you want to contact Pepsi Pine, call them or WhatsApp them on 0553 116380. 0553 116380. Again, we are also sponsored by Passive Furniture. Passive Furniture are dealers in all office furniture, such as office tables, office chairs, cabinets, just like what we have here in our set. They were the sponsors of these set we are using today. Call them on 0244 54 5727. 0244 545727. They can also be located opposite TV Africa, and they say elegant office solutions. Go there for all your tables and all your office furniture, and you will not regret to choose them. How do you become a sponsor of this program? Just pick our number, send us a WhatsApp or send us a message, and we will respond to you. Our number is 0595202972. 05595202972. You can find all these numbers on our crowd down there. Now, so by doing so, you can become part of the show. Now, today we want to encourage all of you to engage with us in our session. It is a faith story. We have someone here telling their story, and we engage. Like this program, like the channel, like the program, share the link, call others and tell them, yes, it is 10 o'clock. It is my faith story. And we are going to listen to another beautiful faith story from one of our own. So share the link, tell friends, call friends, and tell them it is time to listen to my faith story where faith comes alive. So please share the link wherever you find yourself, and then let us interact. Ask your questions, contribute. If you have something to share, let us have it in the comment section. And we are happy. We thank all of you who have been following us, and all of you who are giving us your comment or your feedback. We do appreciate them all. If also you want to support this program, the same number you can WhatsApp us on. You can send us your Momo, little 10 cedis, 20 cedis, 5 cedis, 100 cedis, and co. will help us promote this program so we can win people, we can win faith, we can win souls across the globe through my faith story. So you can also send us your Momo or contribution on 0595 202972. Send us your Momo. Send us also your sponsorship deals if you want. And also, if you want to be on the show, use the same number. So now we go for the business of the day. Today we have in our midst one of our religious sisters who want to share her faith story. Remember, everybody has his or unique stories. And what is important is God at the center of all these stories, how God comes through for one in the midst of all these stories, and how one's faith is strengthened, how one's faith is transformed when we encounter God in our daily stories. At the time they were happening, we may not know what was happening, but God was working silently in there. And today, God will use our own stories to change the heart of other people, or to strengthen the faith of other people, or to tell people that you are not alone going through what you are going through, but God is silently walking with you. And so hold on, because here faith always comes alive. Our guest for today is a religious sister. She belongs to the congregation known as the FMM congregation, the Sisters of the Franciscan Missionaries of Mary. She has been on in our studios here before during the Triduum, and she shared part of a story. And we thought that now she should be here to share the full story with us. Join me as I welcome on this show, my faith story, Sister Mavis Asantewa Kuranting.
Thank you for that.
Long introduction. You are welcome, sister.
Thank you.
Good. So, you are welcome to my faith story. The last time you were here, it was Triduum with Debsepon.
Yeah.
And now it is my faith story. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good. We are happy to have you here in our studios, and I believe that our viewers out there are also happy to have you on this show.
Okay.
Good.
Thank God.
Good. Maybe we have to talk a little bit loud so that people can hear you. Okay. Good. So, sister, who is Sister Mavis?
Sister Mavis is Mavis Asantewa
Kuranting. Okay, so now let's do it this way. So, where was sister born? Yeah. Where did sister grow up? What was the family of sister like when you were growing up?
Okay. So, as I said, I'm Mavis Asantewa Kuranting, born of Veronica Kabukindate and James Kuranting Okronipa at Adan 4.
Wonderful.
So I'm 100% Adan. I attended Adan 4 Azizanya DC Primary School, then proceeded to Presby JSS at the time.
Okay.
From there, I moved to Accra, continued at Sacred Heart Commercial Technical Institute, Debbie Avenue. Then along the line, I had to move to my formation. I had my vocation and I went for formation. After my first profession on 25th March 2004, I was sent to Jirapa as my first missionary experience. Then from there, I had to go to St. Francis Girls Secondary School.
Oh, I see.
From there, after the school, I stayed and served for some time. Then moved to Stella Maris College in Chennai, India. And came back 2015, and I've been assigned to the office I am now.
Okay.
So at Debbie Avenue, I did accounting. So because of the accounting, along the line, I was asked to change the course, and that's why I had to go to the secondary school because they wanted me to do something else. Then later, they realized that they needed the accounting. Okay. So again, I was sent back to continue.
Wow. Yeah. What a long journey you have been. Now, let's take it in bits and pieces. Growing up, how was growing up for you? How many were you in the family?
On my mother's side, we were 4. I was the firstborn.
Firstborn?
Yes.
Okay.
Then my father had 10, but I was the first to all.
Okay. Your father had 10 children?
10 children.
And your mother 4. Your mother had 4?
Yes. But then I was the first because my mother was the first wife.
Okay.
My father...
Oh, so your father had how many wives?
There were 3.
3 wives?
Yes.
And you were the daughter of the first wife?
The daughter of the first wife, the first child.
First child, okay.
Yes. My father was the only child of a mother, but of a father, there were also many. He had many wives. And my mother was the firstborn of a parent.
Okay.
So I was the first grandchild in the family. So I was actually a spoiled child.
Wonderful. Yeah. Your face doesn't look like it. Well,
because my mother had to work hard to change me. So growing up, my mother and my parents were
they staying together? So all the 3 wives?
They settled at Kaswa. There's a fishing community by the Wager Dam called Galilea.
Okay.
So that's where they settled. Because in our dam we were fishermen. Okay. They were fishermen and the business.
So for how long did you stay in Adan?
Up to JHS.
Up to JHS. Around.
I finished JHS
around
1994. I left.
Okay. So let's see life in Adan. How was life in Adan like? Growing up. So I want to look at you growing up in Adan. Were your parents Catholics?
None of them was a Catholic. No, actually, in Adan, at the time I was growing up, there were no proper Christians.
A proper Christian says
no
that.
No Christians. They were traditional.
No Christianity.
Pagan. No Christianity.
No Christianity at all.
No. Those who went to church were those who were in school. So you go to school.
The mission schools.
The mission schools.
Okay.
So if you were in school, then you are attached to a church. So in my maternal and paternal families, my mother was the only one educated among her siblings.
Okay.
Then my father the same.
Okay.
So for them, they went to the
mission school. Okay.
So they became Presbyterians.
Okay.
Aside that, all the rest were pagans. My maternal grandmother was a priestess. Both of them were priestess of different deities. So when my parents settled at Kaswa, around age 4 thereabouts, I could remember when my paternal grandmother came to visit and had to carry me away because she needed somebody. Okay. Parents were not in agreement, but I could remember that very day when she had to carry me, put me on her back, and brought me to Adan.
Okay, so your parents brought you back to Adan. We'll come back and continue from there. So just give us some seconds. We want to go for a short break, very short. We'll not keep long, very short break, and we'll come back. So just wait for us for a few seconds. Thank you. So you're welcome back to my faith story where faith comes alive. We are here with Reverend Sister Mavis Asantewa Granton, who is telling us her beautiful faith story. And as of now, we are still in Ada, where she is brought to her grandmother and she begins to grow. Mind you, she said her parents were not Catholics. You know, grew up in a community where Christianity was not the thing. Many people did not believe so much in Christ. The only opportunity you have was to go to a mission school. Let us listen to sister's story, and you will see that you are not alone. Yes, sister.
Okay. So my grandmother came to Kaswa to bring me back to the village. And as I said, the firstborn in the two families, I was like, if I did something in a particular family, let's say my paternal grandmother's house, and she has to correct me, I run to the other.
Okay.
So I didn't allow myself to be beaten, to be shouted on, or any of those sorts. And that is how I was growing. But my mother, from time to time, would come to visit and see how I was growing up. And one of her visits, she realized that this girl is getting spoiled because I was in my own world. I was so independent, nobody to correct me. And then, so she didn't feel fine the way I was growing. As a first child, she didn't want me to be that spoiled. So she, at a point, she had to go pack and come back home, where she really dealt with me. And I owe her a very big thank you
What were,
for
what were
that.
some of the things that she did
Oh,
to?
she was beating me.
Oh, really?
She would beat me the little thing. If I move right, she would say go left. I go left, she would say go right. I go front, go back. I go back. Ah, this woman, you are disturbing me. There was a time I even asked her, are you my real mother?
Oh, really?
And she asked why. And my notion was that we had a neighbor who had 3 children. Those, and then she had a house help. She would never touch her children. The children were not doing anything, but the house help was doing everything. And every morning and evening, she got beaten.
As at that time.
As at that time.
I want to presume that you grew up in a very rich family.
No, not
Not a rich
rich. Not a
Because
rich.
for people at that time to have a house help,
They came. The girl came to help in
Stay,
selling. Yeah,
okay.
selling and to be helping them in the house
Okay.
chores.
Or
So
maybe I'm just presuming because for a man to marry 3 wives, it takes people who are rich to do that at the time. To have 3 wives, it means you have what it takes.
yeah, those days, the fishermen, they needed more hands
Oh, okay.
to help with the fishing.
Mm.
So they took many wives with the expectation of getting more
More,
boys to.
okay.
And even if you were girls, the girls helped the mothers.
Okay.
But for me, I never
You
engaged
you
into
never get
no,
engaged in
no,
fishing.
into
Why?
that. I was
Because
a
we
special girl.
wow.
And as I said, because
So
my
by
mother was,
your siblings did.
yes,
They
even
engage in
as at
fishing.
now, my sister is engaged
She's
in
okay.
selling
She's
the
doing
fish.
she okay. So she does the selling.
Yes,
Okay.
she smokes
She
and
smokes and
sells.
sells them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as I was saying, when I saw that the woman with the 3 children and the girl, she was actually abusing the girl, and my own mother, every the little mistake I made, she would beat me. So I didn't understand. And I was even doing everything in the house. I didn't understand why she should be beating me. So one day in a good moment, I asked her, Ma, are you my real mother? She asked why. And I said, why do you beat me like that? Every now and then you are beating me. Because in this house, you see, this woman doesn't beat her children. She only beats the house help. I mean, you are beating me all the time. And at that moment, my auntie was passing. So she said she won't answer me.
Okay.
She called my auntie to come and explain to me. Then she told me that the way I was behaving, she needed to correct me. So anyway, I didn't understand, but I had to keep quiet.
So I'm sure you hated your mother at that time.
I was filled with fear.
Okay.
I really feared
But
her.
why you hated her also?
I don't know if I
Or you dislike her?
even amidst that we were still friends.
Okay.
Because we could see it. She braided my hair, I would braid her
Okay.
hair, we
Okay.
chat.
Wow.
But when it comes to character, she really wanted to mold me. And that I didn't like.
What about your siblings? around that time when you were being treated special?
At that time, we were three.
3. Okay.
The last born didn't come yet.
Mm.
So as I said, when my grandmother went for me, we were 2 at that time. I was 4, and myself and my brother, the boy. After some time, I moved to my maternal grandmother because I might have done something and they chastised me, so I ran away. So after that, she went back for the boy. When the third born came, she went for the boy. So anytime a child is born, she will go for the one ahead. So that is how I was running up and down. Didn't want to be disturbed. But at age 6, because the third born came when I was 6 years old. And just few months after that, I had an experience in a church. That was the first time a particular church came to the
You
village.
remember the church?
The name is the Blood of Jesus.
The Blood of Jesus Church.
Yes.
The Catholic Church was not around at
The
that time.
Catholic Church was at Adanfo.
Okay.
And it's
you
a
were
distance, Azizanya.
Azizanya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a distance to move.
Okay.
Even though our school was closer, by then I was still not schooling.
Yes.
So I didn't go.
So the
there.
family was not going to church at all?
Not at all.
So
except my mother, my parents, they were at Kaswa, so they were Presbyterians.
Okay.
And when they came home, they went to any church around. Okay. So it was one of those days my mother was going to that particular church, the Blood of Jesus. When we went to the church, usually it's a charismatic church. So they had their prayers and then intercessory. When you go to the intercessions, they asked everybody to close their eyes. At that time, my mother was already molding me, so I became somehow a good child. So I closed my eyes as we were instructed. And they were praying. Me, I didn't know what to say, but I just closed my eyes. Then suddenly, something appeared. I closed my eyes and I fell in a trance. Then suddenly something appeared, like I found myself on a field. And on that field, there were grasses, somehow getting withered. Then fire broke out on the field. And a man from the opposite side of the fire. Yeah. He was not dressed up, but just in a short, lifted a staff to quench the fire. Then I got frightened, thinking that
whilst you were in the church.
I was in the church, and I had that experience. So I thought the man was going to hit me. So I quickly opened my eyes, and there was nothing there. We were still praying. But I was a bit disturbed. I didn't know what it meant. When they finished, they would always ask for visions and whether you saw something, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't say anything. Then when we were going back home, I then drew my mother's attention. This is what happened. So she carried me back to the pastor and told the pastor what I said. Then he asked me, I also explained what I saw. And they said it was a vision and it's a message, but they didn't know what it was. So from there, I was growing up. My mother left again. But meanwhile, these 2 grandmothers, as I said, they were fishmongers. So they had businesses outside of Adan. They would smoke the fish, go out and sell. The fishing business was also seasonal. Sometimes we don't get the fish. So they have to travel either to the Volta region, Angolonga, Denu, or Togo, Lome, to go, and even the men also go there for fishing.
Okay.
So one of these seasons, I think by then I was after 7, getting to 8, they carried me along. And this time my mother was there. So when we were in Togo, I had 2 experiences there. One of them was, I was sent, the men went for fishing, the women went to the harbor to get their fish. Then we, the children in the house, usually will fetch water, clean the house and get ready before they came back. So one of these days, I went to fetch water and a girl came from nowhere. It was a queue.
Yeah.
I was in the queue. When it was my turn, this girl came from nowhere and said, I will not fetch the water. She has to fetch. And by then, I was not strong to fight. I couldn't say
But then you're
anything.
not strong.
I was not, I
You're
was,
not.
even now I'm not strong too. I don't fight.
Okay.
So I didn't understand, but I gave her the chance to fetch the water. She fetched the water. Her house was closer. Meanwhile, my house was about almost a kilometer from the well. So she fetched her water, ran home, and came back. By the time she came back, I had finished filling my bucket. She came and spat in my water
Wow.
and said, I will never get this water.
Wow.
By then, somebody came around and saw what the girl was doing to me. So she intervened. Threw that water away, fetch another one, put on my head, and I left. When I was going, this girl followed me, kicked me from behind, and I fell with the
Wow.
bucket. So I was already afraid. I couldn't confront her because I could not fight. So I went home with the empty bucket crying. My mother had come. So I told the story. And she said, what did I do? So she came to the girl's family to find out. It was a fight. They started fighting. And so my mother said, let's go home. When we went home that night, usually when it was hot, we slept outside. They put the mosquito nets
Net,
and
yeah.
we'll sleep outside. We were all in bed. In the middle of the night, my maternal grandmother was also there. She came and woke us up and said we should go to bed. The children go to bed, to the room. So I was deep in my sleep. I was enjoying my sleep. I wouldn't get up. So my mother came and lifted me, carried me into the room. Not knowing this family, the girl who
The
fought
girl,
me,
yes.
the family, I think they were ritualists.
Oh, okay.
So they came in the form of turkeys, 5 turkeys. So my grandmother, who
They
was
came in the
also
form of
turkey,
turkey.
these birds.
They came like turkey.
That's what my grandmother
Oh, I
said.
see.
So, and she was also a priestess of a deity.
Your
So she
grandmother.
saw, yes,
Ah,
she
okay.
saw them and said she believed these were the people who were trying to fight us. So she ordered all of us to go to bed and she would do the
She will do
fight.
the fighting. Ah,
So she was there. She said they came in their numbers.
wow.
She conquered the 5.
Wow.
They left, and then another group came about 3 times. She conquered all of them, and
Wow.
they went away.
She didn't kill the turkeys.
I don't know what happened
Would have
that time.
killed them and used them for some kebab
No,
or
it was in the
something.
night and it was spiritual.
Ah, it was a spiritual turkey. I thought it
That's
was a
what she
physical
said.
turkey.
And maybe she saw the physical turkey, but that's what I was
She
told.
said. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, we thought that was the end of the story. Then after 3 days, I was there with my cousin. That cousin was very adventurous. I was a quiet, peaceful type. So I didn't like mingling with people so much. Number one, I was not strong to fight. And if fight broke, I would not be able to fight. But this girl, she could fight for me at every point. So we were just at our gate playing when a child came, another girl came and was playing with us. Before we realized, she was luring us to move away from the environment. We were, and as children, we were just playing and jumping and following her. Along the line, she would buy sweets and give to us, and we would eat. I like sweet also. So we were following until we went deep, deep, deep into a forest. And in the forest, there was no house, there were no houses, nothing to recognize there. But we were going. When she would say we are almost there, come, and we were just following until we reached a place where we found one house, and there were people in that house there. My cousin and this girl ran to the house, but I found a log in
Okay.
front of the house. They all jumped over the log. When I reached there, I couldn't jump. So I thought
This was not a dream.
it was not a dream, it
This is
was a
physical.
reality, physical. I couldn't jump the log, but they went in, and I was standing there like to raise my leg to cross, I couldn't. So my sister went in, my cousin went in, got water in the calabash, and realized that I was not with them. So she was coming back to call me. And then I don't know what happened to me. I just screamed. When I screamed, the calabash fell from her hand. Then she asked, why? Are you not coming? So she came out to pull me.
Okay.
She came, she couldn't pull. So to move back, I started moving backwards.
Backwards, yeah.
To move backwards, I could go backwards.
But forward.
Forward, I couldn't move forward. So I told my cousin, this is dangerous, let's run away. So we started running. as children also, we got lost. We didn't know where we were going. Then, accordingly, they were also chasing us and they couldn't find us. We got to a crossroad. They were not road, but paths in the bush like that. We went to cross paths. Then we couldn't find our way. And a small boy again came and asked, where were we going? So we told him we were going to Zoroba. We didn't know where to go. So he asked if he led us to Zoroba, whether we could identify our homes. And we said yes. So this boy led us a long distance. And I tell you, this thing started from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We reached back home 5 p.m. When we got to the store where we usually came to buy things, we recognized the environment. So I tend to tell the boy to thank him. Then we couldn't find him anymore. And we were able to identify our house and we went home. Not knowing this place we went, this girl who came to carry us, the house we went to, they were ritualists. And they usually go out looking for children like that to use for sacrifice. And if we had gone in, that would have been our end. But at that, what happened that day, it was mysterious. So I came and told my mother. But then the whole house went out looking for us. When we came, there was nobody in the house except one old woman. So when we told the story, they had to wait for those who went out to come. Then 3 days after, my mother said, no, this place is not safe for you. We had to go back. So she brought me back to Adan. And that was when I then started class 1. So I started class 1 at age 8.
Dear viewers, this is Sister Mavis Asantewa Koranteng, FMM sister. She's recounting her own story, her own faith story. That was mysterious. What could that have been that was stopping you from going into that bush? Well, we can call the hand of God at work. You can call it anything, but this is the story of sister. If you want to tell us your own story, yes, you can have the opportunity to tell your own story. If you send us a message on our numbers 0595202972, you can also send us your comment on this program on our Facebook and YouTube, as well as our WhatsApp numbers, and we will read them. So let's listen to sister's story and then ask questions or contribute if you have a similar experience. Sister, you grew up around a grandmother who was a fetish priestess.
Both of them.
Both of them fetish priestess.
Of different deities.
With all these encounters, at what point did you begin to see life from the Christian point of view, or begin to your Christian life? Where did that start from?
Yeah. As I said, my parents, they were Presbyterians.
Okay.
So from time to time, we went to church.
Okay.
So I saw myself as a Christian.
Okay.
But
a Presbyterian.
Of course, yes, a Presbyterian.
Were you baptized in the Presbyterian church?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. By then, because the parents were not there, and I was with the grandmother.
Grandmothers, priestess.
Both of them. So I was just between them. They will carry me to the shrine.
Wow.
And give concussions. Several times those concussions.
Can you tell us something? Any of your experiences at the shrine?
Yeah. One of the
maybe one for the maternal side, one for the paternal side.
Actually, the paternal grandma didn't carry me there. Okay. It was mostly my maternal grandma.
She took you to the shrine.
She took me to the shrine.
What was the intention?
They were going for their festivals, and they will carry all the children.
So you remember anything?
Yeah, once, yes. There were 2 occasions. They will always bath you. They bathe you with their concoction. They will mix some herbs and.
Okay.
But when it came to that time, I always ran away.
Okay.
And they will call, but because she knows my character, if she wants to say anything, I'll be crying, and so she will leave me. Okay. There was another time they mixed something for all the children to drink. Many of them drank. When it got to my time, I dropped it. I didn't know why I was doing all those. But one experience I had, by then I was already in school, and one evening, and I was growing around, I don't remember the exact age, but maybe I'm between 10, 12, thereabout. I learned to cook. I had other siblings, and then there was a festival of those. They had to go.
Okay.
So all the adults
Who
went
went?
and left me with the children in the house. So I was cooking, I was stirring banku on these earthenware stones. Then you know, when you put the pot, you need
Yeah,
the
you need something to support it.
to support it. So I put my two legs
On
on
it, yeah.
it, and I was busy stirring. It was in dark. It
Okay.
was in the dark. Then I could feel something
Tickling you.
tickling my left foot
Okay.
in the dark, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't pay attention.
Okay.
Again, the thing will tickle me. Then I was asking. There was nobody there. There was no
Nobody
person,
there.
no
Nobody was
chicken
there.
or something there. Then what was it? Then the third one, I took the lantern to look, and that was a black snake moving from me and going into the dark.
Black snake.
Black, very black snake moving into the dark.
It did not bite you.
It did not bite me, just tickled me twice, two times, three. So I got frightened and carried the children. We ran to our neighbor's house. And when I told the story, one of our aunties was staying there. She didn't believe. So she brought us
That
back.
the snake came that close and never bit
touched me
anybody.
and never beat me. So she wouldn't believe. She brought us back. Go and continue the cooking. I said, no, I know what I saw. I'm not going there again. So she did all she could. I refused. So at the end, we had to carry our things to their house
To go and cook.
to go and finish our cooking, ate there. Then that same night, I went to bed. When I went to bed, in the middle of the night, usually we'll go out to wait to use the So I will take the lantern and then come out. When I was coming out, opening the door, I saw a figure dressed in white, very tall, taller than normal.
You are awake from sleep.
Awake from
So
sleep.
you sure that you were clear, your eyes were clear.
It
You
was
saw what
clear
you
because
saw.
I was able to take the lantern and I was going out. So I saw this figure there, but at the opening of the door, I will use the lantern. I came out with the lantern. Anytime I pull out the lantern, the figure will disappear. But when I got into the dark, the figure will appear again. So what was it? I got frightened. I did it again 3 times. And I will see in the dark, but when I brought the lantern, I don't see the figure. So I went and woke my brother up to accompany me. So like at that time, I was not afraid of what was happening. So I woke my brother up to come and we all go. So we went, finished, and went to bed. When we went and I closed the door, I peeped again and the thing was standing there.
Wow.
Me, I went to bed. The next day, accordingly, there was news in the shrine that the gods had visited us.
Hey.
And they revealed themselves to me.
Wow.
So they should come and ask me. They should go and ask Asantua. She saw. They came and asked. I said, me, I didn't see anything. Then later on, my mother came and was asking me questions. No, she didn't even ask, but I decided to narrate what I saw. Then from there, she also told her mother. And the mother said, yes, that was what they said. That they appeared in different forms that I could not identify. But they only came because they knew we were children in the house. They only came to protect us. And that is why they revealed themselves to me.
So you saw the gods. I'm having a feeling that perhaps your grandmom was preparing you for
well, something like
her
that.
shrine
Because she will
something.
carry me there. But my spirit was not
there.
Yeah. My spirit was in there because my mother was also strong and she was a Christian. So
yes, so that's the strange thing. How your mother was or became a Christian, and whilst her mother was not.
those things were number. In a particular house, there were Christians, there were pagans, there were traditionalists. So in that environment, anything happened.
Okay.
But you just have to be firm where you belong.
So your Christianity started with a presbyterian. You were baptized a Presbyterian.
Yes.
You remember at what age you were baptized?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
So pretty
It was my mother who told
young.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started as a Presbyterian.
Yeah.
Were you active in a Presby church?
In school I was active.
Okay.
But without school, no. I was
Okay.
not going
So
to
when
church.
you came back home, no church, no
No church,
praying, no reading of
except
Bible,
no,
nothing,
nothing of that sort,
nothing.
except that particular the blood of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
When they had crusades or conferences, we went,
Okay.
or even worship, we went to see, just to see what they were doing, not to participate. So it was after my JHS. I completed JHS. I gained admission to Adan School, Adan
And that's
Secondary
yeah.
School. By then, as I said, my mother had moved back from Kasua because she said I was getting spoiled. So she came
Yeah.
to
She took it to
instill
herself.
character in me.
Yeah.
So by then she was there, and my father was still at Kasua. So there was that separation. So when I completed JHS, I needed to go to SHS. I gained admission, all right. Then my mother had to go to tell my father so that they could prepare and send me to school. When my mother got there, he said no, he doesn't have money to send me to school. So he should go and tell me to go and learn a trade or do whatever I wanted. Meanwhile, my mother had an auntie. My mother lost her father in her childhood.
Okay.
So an auntie of hers
Took care of
who
her.
was living in Accra here was supporting, acted as the father. So she was living at Kotobabi. So on her way from Kasua, she passed Kotobabi to narrate what had happened. But the auntie said, then she should bring me to her. But our fear was she was a Catholic, and we didn't like Catholicism. I didn't want to be a Catholic. My mother wouldn't want me to be a Catholic. There was a Catholic church there, but none of us. We didn't. Catholics were for the elders, not for Adams. Adams were Presbyterians and Methodists.
Yeah.
So my mother said because she was a Catholic, she will not let me go. And secondly, she doesn't want me to go to another grandma who was going to spoil me again after her hard work. So she came back home and told me the story.
Okay.
Then the
So
instinct,
let's look at it from this way. So even though you didn't want to be a Catholic, do you say that you still wanted to be a Christian?
yes,
You wanted to be a Christian,
I was still a
either with the
Christian
Blood of Jesus group
or Presby
or
or
Presby,
whatever
any other church except Catholic,
except Catholic. Yeah,
because you believe that.
I don't actually know the belief,
Yeah,
but
but no,
I was
I
just
understand. I
following.
mean, maybe at the time, a lot of evers accepted the Catholic church, so we're going to
Exactly.
the Catholic church. Yeah. Just like the Presbyterians, a lot of accounts or the Queus,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
Presbyterians.
yeah.
So it is a notion that people have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she wouldn't want me to be a Catholic, and I myself, I didn't want to be a Catholic. So when she came back and told me that she passed Auntie's place, and Auntie said she should bring me, but she told her she's not bringing me. And as soon as she finished, I said, well, let me go and see. But you know that I myself, I don't like Catholicism. So why should I go to her and become a Catholic?
Yeah.
She said no, and we ended it there. For about 6 months, I was there helping her in her trade, and until a neighbor, almost wanted to spoil me. He
Wanted to
called me.
spoil you.
Yes, he
In what
called me
sense?
to his room
Okay.
and asked me to sit. He was a relative, actually, like
Okay.
more or less like an uncle. And being a good child, anyone who called you
You have
go,
to
they will
go.
send you. So I thought he called me to send me. But we went to the room. He sat on his bed and asked me to sit by him. So when I sat, he started talking. Hey, you know you are a beautiful girl, and you are now growing up. I want to marry you. And even now,
Hey.
if something happens, nobody will know. Don't tell anybody. Before he could even end, don't tell anybody, I got up. I opened the door and I went
You
out.
understood.
Furious, I
You
understood.
understood what you're saying. Yeah.
Furious. I went straight to my mother. I held her hand, pulled her to the room. I said, "Ma, can you imagine?" Very angry. Can you imagine what this man told me? So I narrated the story to her, and that was frightening her. So she said, okay, then it's better you go to grandma, stay with her for some time while I gather some money for you to go to school next year. So we prepared and came to grandma on a Saturday, 30th April. The next day was a Sunday, no. So we were preparing to go to our church, Presby, and then grandma and her grandchildren, they were also preparing to go to their Catholic church. I knew I was not going to Catholic church. So when we all got ready, my mother changed her mind that she wanted to visit another auntie at Agege. But the Presby church was just behind our house, so I should go alone. Okay, I saw these children going to the Catholic church. Actually, I didn't know where they were going, so I followed them. And that was St. Francis Xavier.
Oh, Kotobabi down.
Kotobabi down. When we got there, you know the church.
Yes.
So we went, the first mass was about finishing. And we were going for second mass. So we went closer to the parish hall side and we were standing there. I didn't know the environment. I didn't know what was happening there. But I saw one lady dressed all in white with her veil. I didn't even know what veil was. And that was her sister.
Okay.
But the way I saw her coming from the gate, the way she walked, the way she carried herself, my eyes were fixed on her. And I was asking myself, who is this? What kind of dress is that? Which society does she belong to?
So I believe that was the first time you have seen a religious...
First time
I
saw a religious.
A sister, okay.
So my eyes were on her until she went to the church and sat down. Then the mass was ended. We also went. She was on the right side of the church. We were on the left side. My attention was on her throughout the mass. And during communion, I didn't even know what communion was, what they were doing there. I saw that the white man there was doing something, and then people were they were. So at the point, this lady or the sister got up, went to the table there. That was my understanding. That's why I'm using these words. Today I understand at the time. She went to the table there, picked something, and stood in front of the people. Everybody was going to her. She was distributing communion. So all along, my eyes were fixed on her. Then after the mass, I never saw her until today. I didn't know who she was. So after some time, I was living around there. After some time, I started catechism.
Okay. So after that first experience, that was the first time you entered into a Catholic church. Okay. So how the transformation began? After that experience, did you share it with somebody? What was the feeling? So how did you begin catechism? What was the conviction to stay and go for catechism?
I was just following.
You're just following?
I was just following the children. So I didn't even know what I was doing.
Okay.
But what Grandma usually said was, my coming to her was not in vain. She believed there is something strong behind, there was a force behind my coming. Because she didn't understand the whole thing. So we should pray over it. So even following the children to catechism, I was just going. So I remember one day she asked me, do I really want to go to church? And I said, yes, I want to go. Then she said, in that case, since she doesn't know exactly what God was leading me to, I shouldn't go to Kotobabi. Meanwhile, I had started catechism for about 2 weeks. And she said, no, I should rather follow her to Derby Avenue. She was going to Derby Avenue. So it was there she carried me to Derby Avenue to begin catechism. And you know, at that time, Derby Avenue had perpetual adoration in the church. So before we left home, I was holding her handbag. She instructed me strictly. When we go to the church, you will see the Blessed Sacrament exposed. I didn't even understand that language. You will see the Blessed Sacrament exposed. When you enter the church, on the right side, there will be water. Put your hand in the water, make the sign of the cross, go genuflect, go on your 2 knees, put your head on the floor, and say, my Lord and my God, I adore you. Okay, I listen. Again, at the entrance to the compound of the church, we stood there. She gave me another instruction. Then we got to the main entrance of the the church itself. And now she want to do for me to follow.
Okay.
So she will dip her hand and ask me to do the same. So whatever she did, do the same.
Yeah.
So I did and I followed. Now she went to bend the knee and she had knee problems. She couldn't get
Wow.
up.
Okay.
I didn't know that I was supposed to get up and help her.
Uh,
So she remained there, I also remained there until she shouted, "Get up and come and hold me. You know I cannot get up." So I went and held her. Then she again guided me what to do. Then we went and sat and we prayed. So that was my second experience before the Blessed Sacrament.
okay.
Yeah, this was the first experience before the Blessed Sacrament. Then from there, I continued going with her to the church. And I gained few friends, and then she enrolled me into catechism. And her aim was that I shouldn't do the catechism in English. I should go and do it in Ga. So that when I got back home to visit my people, I
So
could explain.
okay, yeah.
She was called Mary, and she loved Mother Mary.
Mary, yeah.
She loved her rosary. So she always say, I should speak the language that my people will understand, so that I could explain to them and not to leave them in the dark. So that is how she carried me to Debbie Avenue. Then I started the catechism. I was not schooling. And people saw that the way I was behaving, I was like somebody who was gifted and I was intelligent, I was peaceful, I could do many things. But I was like grandma's handbag. When she was going, I went. Going back to work, So at a point, but when I started catechism, that was where I could go on my own. Then I gained friends. Prominent of them were two young girls, Joanna Hagan and Catherine Badu. So the three of us formed a call group. We were called the Three Musketeers. So in everything we were there.
Yeah.
So I started joining societies. I first joined Tasi because my grandma was a confraternity member. So she encouraged me to go and join the League of Tassicians.
Okay.
So I joined them.
So before we came to that, I'm sure by then you'd have been, before you joined the societies, you had been baptized, right?
No.
Or you received
because I was
the
now,
church?
No.
Or you're still going for catechism?
Now going for catechism.
But you had the courage to join the societies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they told me I could go, but I couldn't participate in certain things.
Yes. Okay.
But for the meetings, I could go.
So do we say that by now you were liking the church that you hated before?
Yes.
At this point?
At this point,
so what was it that you liked about the church that made you fall in love with the church?
The prayer.
The prayer.
The prayer, especially with my encounter with the adoration. First of all, it was a sister there that I couldn't say. The
first one, the first encounter, yes. Yeah.
I couldn't lay off my eyes on her.
Okay.
And what she did in the church also, the distribution of the communion, I didn't know what it was. But it was like, it left an impression. It was like, one day, I would also do something of that sort.
You said that to yourself?
I said that to myself.
Even though you didn't like the church?
I didn't like the church. I didn't know what it was.
But you wanted to do what you were doing.
I knew that one day, somehow, something will happen.
Yeah.
So I was just following the crowd. And as I said, these two friends of mine, they were already baptized and confirmed. So I was again following them. So my grandmother encouraged me to go to the League of Tassicians. Then after some time, she realized that I was full of fears. Maybe because of the way my mother treated me. So she would say I should go to, I myself went to take a form from St. John International.
Wow.
When I sent a form to her for endorsement, she said no, she was not going to endorse a social group. I should rather go to charismatic because the way I am, it is only charismatic that can deliverance. I should go and they will pray over me and deliver me because there is no love of God in fear.
Oh, I see.
She will always empower me to do that.
So you did?
I did.
Okay. So now you have been delivered?
I have been delivered. So then I joined, they started teaching me how to read Ga.
Okay.
Then on a baptism day, preparing for baptism day and the first communion, I read. My first time of reading the Ga.
In church?
In church. Then confirmation also I read. And then from there, people started talking. After that, I went back to my normal life. People started talking, telling me, why don't I join? Thank God I was baptized and now confirmed.
Okay.
So my
So
grandmother,
no. So I think by this time you were received into the church. You were baptized
yes,
at Presbyterian.
baptizing.
So when you were received,
There was a
or you were
problem.
baptized again.
I was baptized
You were
because we
baptized again.
couldn't trace any document.
Oh,
And
okay.
the way I came, I
Okay. So
didn't
you
also
didn't bring
want,
the
I
document.
didn't bring any document, and
Okay.
it was not
Okay. So you allowed
authentic. So
another
I,
baptism.
exactly. So I was baptized
Usually,
again.
sometimes maybe depending on the explanation, maybe call a conditional baptism.
Uh-huh.
So usually they will say, okay, if you were not baptized because you claim you were baptized but no document to prove, so it's based on the condition. But whatever it is, you were still baptized or you
For
baptized.
me, I came fresh. So,
Okay, okay,
so I was baptized.
okay.
Then,
How was that day like? The day you were baptized?
hey,
Any experience?
it was a wonderful
Your mother
experience.
was there.
No, she
Your mother
was
was
not
not
there.
there. Your
No,
grandmother
none
was
of them.
there.
Only grandma and my
Only
godparents.
which of the grandma?
This grandma in
Okay,
Accra. Now I
okay.
left the village.
Okay.
So
Yes,
all
yes.
those people in the village,
So
they
this was
don't
taking
matter
the
anymore.
baptism took place at
Debbie Avenue.
Debbie Avenue.
Yes.
Okay.
By Father Campbell.
Wonderful.
Father Campbell
Father
baptized me.
Campbell, your daughter is here. If you don't remember baptizing her,
Oh, he knows.
he knows.
He
Okay.
knows.
Okay. Good.
So people started talking. And I also joined the CYO. So now I was a member of CARI, uh, TASI, and CYO. So people started talking why I don't read, because the way I read was good.
Good. Yeah.
So they encouraged my grandma to encourage me. But anytime she said, I wouldn't believe. Until people started pushing me on. Then I went to join the lectors. So I became a lector. And these 3 musketeers, we were all reading. Then
Okay.
that went on. The series of experiences I was having, uh, Father Campbell was transferred from the parish. Then Father Asari took over.
Yeah.
Now Bishop Asari took over. And these 3 musketeers who were so close and were so dedicated to services in the church that any priest who came there fell in love with us and would want to promote us. So Father Asari saw that we were, the way he saw us, we could be good religious. The way he asked us and we expressed. Meanwhile, I didn't know what it was, but they understood. So we also all said we wanted to be sisters. So he would carry us to different congregations, except FMM.
Okay. So before we continue, after that first religious sister you saw at Kotobabi, when you came to Sacred Heart, did you see any other religious
No,
there?
there was no, there were
Never.
no
You never set
religious.
your eyes on another.
But when I started schooling, uh, FMM sisters at Center of Hope, they used to go around giving talks
Oh,
and
okay.
on education on HIV and
Okay.
other related diseases. So I saw them, but they didn't look like the sister I saw. So for
okay.
them, I didn't even know that they were sisters.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought they were just nurses who came to
They look like nurses. Okay.
talk to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Until one day, a friend of mine who was an aspirant to the FMN invited me to go with her to visit the sisters. She was preparing to go to the postulancy. So I went with her and we were sitting there. I saw the sisters. One of them I liked, but then I like oranges, particularly
The fruit
tangerine,
orange.
the
Okay.
fruit orange. But I could use all my money. The whole day I could just live
Wow.
on oranges. So one of them was sitting there peeling a tangerine. And the way, manner in which she was peeling the thing, it was so
Appealing.
appetizing, appealing. And I was, how is she peeling the thing so beautifully like that? Then another sister came, another nurse came, I don't know who they were, came and asked, tried to interview me, then asked me, would you like to be a sister? I said yes, but I didn't even know what I
What
was
it was.
saying. So because I said I wanted to be a sister, she picked it, not though she was the vocation promoter.
Wow.
So she was following me. Again, they came to the school to give another talk, and she spotted me out. And now she was like, you said you want to be a sister. But me, I didn't even remember saying that. So she invited that I come to the house, and I should come with my friends. So I called these Musketeers. We went. That day we went, she showed us a video on St. Francis of Assisi. Upon watching that video, my whole life was shattered. My heart was shattered into pieces. Then something within me shifted, and I said, this is the life I have to live.
Wow.
The life of prayer, the life of service, just going out and proclaiming the goodness of God to people.
The movie of St. Francis.
The movie. The life story of St. Francis of Assisi. So when the movie got finished, I started acting like Francis.
Wow.
So with my two friends, we walked from Abosokan to Debbie Avenue.
Wow.
Any church we saw on the way, we would stop and go in there. I think there's one, I don't know whether it was Presby or Methodist. We went in there, the church was not open. But we stood in there, we saw that one the window was open. So we stood in the window and we prayed. Then on our way, we saw another church. I don't know what church it was. Again, we went there. So we were doing that singing, jumping and leaping until we got to Debbie. I was so excited, so happy that this is what I wanted to do. So when we came to Debbie Avenue, they lived at Ayalolo, but I lived at Kotobabi. So we got to the parish. We did whatever we wanted to do, and we dispersed. I again walked from Debbie Avenue to Kotobabi.
Like St. Francis.
Like St. Francis. Because I wanted to do exactly what he did.
Yes.
I walked. I was singing. I was praying. And by then, I didn't leave my rosary. So all the prayers I could say, the rosary, the charismatic prayers, singing, everything, until I reached home. I never shared with anybody.
And today you are sharing this?
Of course, during my formation, yeah. But at home, I didn't share. But my grandmother saw something different in me.
After that day?
After that day. Even that very day when I entered the house, she saw me different. But she said she was seeing signs, but she didn't want to be like she was the one pushing me to do. So she was quiet. And me too, I was quiet. I didn't say anything to her. So after some time, I left that idea. Of course, I forgot about it. But the vocation promoter was good. Father Sari will carry us to Kuforidia, Charity Sisters of St. Anne. We went to visit them. We were attending the aspirant retreat of the HDRs. But all along, my heart was not there. My heart was where this video I saw. That is where.
Francis of Assisi.
That was where I wanted to be. I started having dreams.
Wow.
Dreams upon dreams of. I like singing. I was also a chorist. I was in the youth choir. So, like some of the dreams, I would see that there were many people all dressed in white and singing, beautiful choir singing with one choir master whose voice was very unique. And I would love to be part of that choir. I would wake up and
it was a dream.
It was a dream. Series of dreams and vision. Then one particular vision, this one was not a dream, it was a vision that broke the camel's back. It was when I was writing my exam. Usually when I went to the church or my grandmother was in the market selling, we would go home late. But during exam, after closing, I went home to cook and to prepare for the next day. So this day I left early. And I was sitting in my car, opening my book, my notebook, and I was reading, studying. I happened to sit on the left side at the window of the car. Then at Kokomlemle, there's a T-junction between ATTC and Malata. There's a T-junction there. When we got to that particular junction, it was like I fell asleep. I was not sleeping as such, but I fell in a trance, holding my book like that. Then a man came to the window wearing a short, and he was all filled with bruises, disfigured. And he was standing by me. Then a voice came from nowhere to say, "See how he is beaten." The voice was heavy, heavy. So I quickly opened my eyes. There was nobody. So I got disturbed. Then the car moved. Again on the way, I went off again. Then I saw, like in front of somebody's store, a pool of blood flowing in front of the store. And this experience shattered me. I was disturbed. So throughout the exam, I couldn't manage. Anytime I was alone, I would see this particular experience. Anytime I went to bed, I would see it. I shared with my two friends. So they encouraged that we pray. Being charismatic, we could pray over things like that. So we would pray, but I was not at peace. So I went one day.
So the story is getting more interesting. I don't know how you feel about the story, how you are taking the story. But I want us to take another short break from our sponsors, and we'll come back to continue the story. I think we have gotten to that part of the story, which is very, the apex of the story. So we'll go for a short break from our sponsors, and we'll be back shortly, very shortly. So just stay tuned with us. We'll come back to continue the story to hear the very interesting part of Sister's story. So please stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Watching the show, My Faith Story. This is where faith comes alive. Today, we have in our studio Sister Mavis Asantewa Corantin, who's telling us beautiful story of her faith story. I've known Sister for a couple of months now. I've been seeing Sister many years ago whilst I was a seminarian, but I've got to know Sister closely this few months in the parish. But I never knew this backstory. And for me, it is touching to hear these stories that we were not there when they were taking place. But today we can learn from this story and then see the hand of God at work in our lives every day. And know that as you are going through your story today, God is writing something, is writing a history, a story for you in the life of your children, in the life of your brother, in the life of your sister, in everybody's life. And so everybody has a unique story to tell. And how I wish that one day you will join us on this show to tell your own story. It doesn't have to be polished, it doesn't have to be nice, it doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to be your story, no matter how it looks like. But this is what God will use to touch a soul and bring somebody closer to his kingdom. We are being sponsored by the Catholic Archdiocese of Accra, Cake Elements, Pepsi Pine Ventures Limited, and Passy Enterprise. You can also be a sponsor of this program simply by sending us a WhatsApp message on our number 0595 2972. And quickly we'll get in touch so you can also be a sponsor of this program. So now we go back to Sister to continue that beautiful story she has been telling us.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that experience of the vision in the car.
Yes.
I was sitting in the car when I saw that. It lingered on throughout my exams. I told my friends, we prayed about it. But at that time also my uncle had an accident, a very terrible accident. So we concluded that it could be the accident that was being revealed to me. But he became better and I was still not better. So then we said, okay, then why don't I go to Father Asari to speak to him? So one day I was so disturbed. And around 4 p.m., I went to his office. And I told him, Father, I want to see you. He said, by then, Brother Sammy Filtimensa, he was there
Okay.
as on his holiday apostolate.
Oh, as a seminarian.
As a seminarian.
Wonderful.
So his father said, why don't you go and speak to Brother Sammy? I said, no. I will see Brother Sammy for a different thing, but this one, you are the one I want to talk to. So he had no choice than to give me a seat. So I narrated the story to him. Then the response came. Okay, I don't know exactly what you are going through, but then I can give my version. And this is Father speaking. The man you saw standing by you, you said he was wounded, right? I said yes, he was wounded, filled with sores, could be Jesus. He said, don't you think that could be Jesus who was beaten for your sake? The voice you heard could be the voice of the Father asking you to see how his son has been beaten for you and for the salvation of the world. And if possible, you could also do the same. Follow him and do what he asks you to do. And the pool of blood will be the blood that was poured on Calvary to save you and to save mankind. So let us all pray over this issue. But for me, I cannot give you a definite answer. The only answer will be from prayer. I said, okay. And at that point, it was like a heavy weight of load was taken off me. So as I stepped out from the office, it was around 5 p.m. When I opened the door, the weather changed.
Wow.
Became so bright that, brighter than these lights we are seeing here. So bright that I was blindfolded. I couldn't see what was ahead of me. The only thing I could see was a bench in front of the office. So I sat on the bench. Within few seconds, I went off. And as I went off, all the dreams, all the visions I had, they were now playing on me one by one, to say, this is where all these things were leading. So why don't you follow and listen to the voice of God? It could be a call to religious life. Meanwhile, the man I am talking about now in this particular vision looks like the same man I saw first in the Church of the Blood of Jesus.
Okay.
The same shorts, the same form.
Okay. Because I was going to ask what was the link of that vision. So why would have told us that vision? So I think it makes sense now.
Yeah. The same form. And even the color of the shorts he was wearing the same. So then all those dreams and visions
make meaning.
They make meaning now. So I said, So it means the Lord is calling me. And by then, I stopped contacting Center of Hope.
Oh, okay.
But after this experience,
then now
I responded to Sister.
Okay.
And then
how after you are convinced now about your faith, okay, Were there times you had some faith crisis?
Yes,
Okay, you want to share
I
one or
did.
two?
Yeah, I did. There were times I felt like, what is it at all that I have to be a Catholic? And
Mm-hmm.
so anytime I felt like going back to my mother, going back to the village. But anytime I went, I weighed the happiness. Where do I feel more happier?
Okay.
And I saw that when I go to adoration, when I get to the church and I see the Blessed Sacrament, my joy was complete. Uh-huh. So I then decided to be where I will be happy. So I visited the Blessed Sacrament daily. There was also something I didn't say. That at that time I said there was perpetual adoration. The societies in the church were marked for daily adoration.
Okay.
So members of each society were marked for an hour. My grandmother was
So was it
one of
like
them.
the 72-hour adoration kind
Exactly.
of thing? Okay.
Something like that. So my grandmother's time was 10 to 11.
Oh,
So
okay.
anytime she couldn't make it, I had to
You go in
replace
for
her.
her.
Also, she was growing old and her knees, she couldn't move much. But she loved to serve in the church as well. So when it was time for, let's say, she belonged to the confraternity, Gandangme Union, Christian Mothers. Anytime they had to do something that she was not able to do, she asked me to replace her. So I was doing all those things. And that's where I found my happiness to be there. Before people then started telling me, the way you look like a religious, you have to be a sister. And I brushed all of those out. Then, when I then decided to become a religious, that was the time I then got a boyfriend.
Oh, you got a boyfriend?
I got a
Oh,
boyfriend.
wonderful.
In actual sense, he was serious, I was not serious.
Mm.
Because I knew what I wanted to be.
Mm.
And one thing that didn't make me serious was he was a Pentecostal, I was a Catholic. So there was no way
Oh, okay.
we could get married or
Okay.
anything. But we were classmates and study mates.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed the company of studies. So we were mostly topping the class.
Okay.
We were, that core
The
group,
group. Yeah.
we were topping the class. So when we were together to study, I was happy. Aside that, nothing else.
So the thought of him disturbed your faith and
Actually, that not as such, but I was invited to a particular wedding
okay.
in the church where I had to go and read. It was when I saw the couple, the way they were to get married, that was when I was a bit disturbed. Why shouldn't I rather marry instead of going into
to
this
religious,
life?
yeah.
But I didn't actually have any serious,
Okay.
so that those were the challenges I had. And also my family,
They didn't like the
they
idea.
didn't like the idea. Everyone in the family who heard it opposed the idea of becoming a religious. So it was like they were pulling me here and there. But it was only after the vocation promoter, Sister Anama, wanted to come to our house
Oh, okay.
to visit. That was the only time I told my grandmother what I was going through. So this was the only time she got to know. But people think that she was the one pushing me into it. And at that time, my siblings, my friends, and except those in Debbie Avenue Church, they were for me, but the family and other friends, they
No.
were against. So I was now between two worlds. Where do I belong? So those were the challenges I faced.
Okay. So what finally did you stand on to make your decision that you wanted to go to the religious life, specifically the FMM?
FMM.
Even though your family was not in favor, how did you pull through?
Somehow, with that dream, with that vision, it was still on
Okay.
my heart. And the vocation promoter really did well. She would invite me to visit the house. And at a point, she realized that I was drifting, I was going back. So at that point, she was visiting more. So it was like she even
Pushed.
uh,
Yeah.
pushed for me to go. And First, I got an admission to go to the pre-novitiate for community experience before I could begin my pre-novitiate, and I turned it down.
Okay.
In the letter of admission, it was stated that if you have any financial obligation, you have to wait and fulfill that before you come.
Before.
So when I just saw that, I capitalized on that I had financial obligation. I went to borrow money to do business, so I want to pay that before. So they agreed. But within that time, everything changed again.
Okay.
My attention was now, why did I reject this letter? At that same time, I gained admission to what is that? CBC.
Okay.
CBC, the Center for Business Studies, to do diploma in business studies. So I rather prefer to continue, and I did RSA, equivalent to DBS, in accounting. So when I completed that, and I said, no, this one day I have to go. So I finally accepted the letter. And on 31st January 2001, I left for Tamale for my first community experience, then continue with my formation.
Wonderful. So, dear viewers, this is a story of Sister Mavis Asantewa Kuranting, and we have been enjoying this story. And I don't know what is going through your head, but you can share those comments there in our comment section on our YouTube platform. Please type your messages, your feedbacks, and we'd like to have them. What do you think about Sister's story? What do you want to share? What questions do you have to ask? Type them in there on the comment section, both on Facebook and on YouTube. Depsocom Accra. So remember also to share the link to friends and family so that they can also join us in the faith story episode. So wherever you are, please let's share the link and then also bring in our comments. Sister is here and she will help us understand perhaps certain things that we have not understood yet. Okay, so now Sister has decided to accept the Catholic faith, the faith that she herself, did not like and rejected and spoke against. But now she has accepted it, and she has become a promoter of that faith.
That faith, yes.
Yeah, Sister, do you think that looking at all the experience that you have gone through today, reflecting over it, what do you think that was happening? How will you say, because some of these things are mysterious, right? From the riverside, this lady coming in, being saved from the techies, being saved from all these visions and all that, and especially where you saw that movie of Saint Francis of Assisi that changed a lot of perception you had.
Yes.
Reflecting on that today, what do you think was happening?
For me, I feel that if God wants to use you for something, it doesn't matter where He places you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you belong. I consider my life as a Catholic and a religious, as like in a practical setup. You gather garbage.
Yeah.
Then suddenly among those things, you find something that is useful. No matter what it takes, either you use a stick or you use a broomstick, you pull out that particular item. And that particular item will pass through different stages until you clean it, purify it, and then have it the way you want and make use of it.
Yeah.
And that is how I saw God's hand in me.
Okay.
I remember I said, my grandmother already said, she doesn't understand the way I came to her.
Yeah.
And she believes strongly that there was something behind. So we have to pray over it. And the joy was that at the end, when she finally got to know this was what I wanted, she said, yes, this is what I believe. Only that I didn't want to be the one to start it.
Growing up with your grandmother and then who she was or who they were, as fetish priestess, Today, as a religious sister, do you believe in the power of smaller gods or say these gods? Do you believe in that today? Looking at where you came from.
This question, I try to deny that there is such things
Okay, you
because
deny you don't want to
I
believe
don't
that.
really believe in them. But I can't really tell. Even at that time, as I didn't understand and I didn't believe myself what I was seeing. But even with those experiences in my religious life, I still see things. There are dreams, there are visions I see, there are miracles that God works for me daily in my life that I know it is the power of God. So today I will not say it was a lesser God, but I could say it is the hand of God working through me and pass it through the environment, what I could understand.
Yeah,
So that's what I feel.
wonderful. Good. So we have a message from on Facebook, Charlotte Suyime.
That's my mate.
That's your
My mate.
she was
Sorry.
part of the.
No, no.
Ah,
My formation mate.
oh, okay. Charlotte Suyime, your mate. It's a beautiful face story, my dear sister. Wonderful, and that's been liked by two people. Okay, so please, you can also let us know where you are watching us from. So if you don't want to say it, we just want you to comment. Let us know where you are watching from. Maybe you are at work, you are a teacher, you're in a classroom, or you're in a parliament, you're a police officer, you're a doctor, you're a nurse. Let us know where you are watching us from. Maybe you are in Ghana, outside Ghana, in Accra, outside Accra. Please let us know. Let us share something. Okay, let's get active on Facebook and YouTube. So type, let us know where you're coming from. And then let us see what comment you have about sisters' faith story. I see a lot of people on following us. So please let us know what your thoughts are. So Charlotte, your friend is here. She's in the hot seat telling her story, but it's a beautiful story. And then Parks Boniface, there's watching live from Cape Coast Archdiocese. That reminds us also. So we are also live on Lumen Christi TV Ghana. We'll also be live on Crystal TV, also live on Meribah TV, Cape Coast, okay? And we are live on all these platforms. So if you are not watching us from Depsocom Accra platform, and you are watching us from Meribah TV, from Cape Coast, Lumen Christi, Ghana, in Accra, and then also Crystal TV, know that it is the same program, My Faith Story, where faith comes alive. Thelma Nana AC said she's watching. Yeah, we have a lot of people who are watching. So that's a Facebook. Let's go to YouTube and see if we have some messages there. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Yeah, so we have a message on YouTube. Watching us, Mr. is Eric Seku is watching us, and Luis Agbojo is also watching us. Says, Reverend Sister Mavis, may the good Lord continue to bless you and your vocation and the good works you are doing for the good people of Blessed Sacrament. Abilene, you will go far, sister. This is a
Amen.
prophecy in your favor. So Louis says, God bless you and you will go very far. And then from Eric Seku says, congratulations, Sister Mavis. So for now, these are the few messages we have. We wait to see if we have more that will come. Uh, so somebody check for me. I don't know whether we have message on the the
Awesome.
the WhatsApp. Yeah. So if you have message on WhatsApp, please kindly let me have them, and then we will roll them out. Yeah. So we are having messages coming. So keep them coming. Please keep your messages coming on Facebook and WhatsApp, and also YouTube. Raymond Ategbi Okrofu. Yeah.
Raymond Obrofo. I
Yeah.
think he was
Raymond.
our parent.
Okay. Maybe he's a parishioner.
He was.
And he was. Okay, so Raymond has a lot. I don't know whether it's a question, but Raymond has a lot. So we take them one by one. Says one, what moment is your vocation? What moment in your vocation has most profoundly shaped your relationship with God? What moment in your vocation profoundly shaped your relationship with God?
That was actually the video I watched on St. Francis.
Okay. Yeah, because it looks like right after that, a lot of
A
things
lot of things
have
changed.
changed. And you started behaving like St. Francis.
St. Francis. And
Maybe
that was
we have to call it
all I
St.
wanted
Francisca.
to. And that's why I had to join the Franciscan. So I wanted to do exactly what he did. But also, faith was built by the way my grandmother in Accra, the one I stayed with at Kutubadi, she actually instilled faith in me. Because the kind of things she was teaching me, like you, I had to be independent. When it comes to Sunday, she will not give you money for transport. She will not give you money for collection. You have to save within the week.
Okay.
So that when the Sundays are your responsibilities. Those things she was doing, and it helped me to value what the Sunday meant.
Okay.
The Sunday, I didn't have to rely on somebody, so that if they say, I don't have money for you, I don't go to church, I have to go. So it was my own responsibility. Another thing was the prayer. Every morning she woke up to pray. We'll be sleeping when she's waking up, we don't get up, but sometimes she will have to pour water on us in order to get up and pray. Those things built faith in me. And one aspect that instilled the word of God in me was that anytime we did something wrong and she has to correct us, she won't beat you, she won't insult you. We had a center table. There's a Bible on the center table. She will ask you to pick the Bible. You pick the Bible. She will ask you to read a certain quotation. So when you read that quotation, she will ask you, what do you understand by that? So after that, when you finish, then she will tell you, link it to what you have done, so that you will see whether it is right or wrong.
Oh, I see.
So these kind of things really built my faith. And then being part of charismatic.
Yeah.
Also, during the Life in the Spirit seminar, we had what do you call it? The quiet time. We had prayer points. So I will make sure I wake up every 4:30 a.m. I was up praying. And that is where she saw that my faith is being built up. And she was happy and encouraged me.
Number 2. So Raymond has asked about 5 questions. Raymond has 5 questions for you. So that is number 1.
Okay.
Then number 2, Raymond says, how do you sustain your faith during seasons of doubt or spiritual dryness? When you have doubt. Yes. Sometimes sisters and priests or brothers have doubt.
Yeah.
So in those moments of doubt or spiritual dryness, how do you sustain your faith?
It is again by adoration.
Adoration.
I think I ever shared here before that when I was a pre-novice, even though I knew adoration from Debbie Avenue, when I went to the pre-novitiate, there was a time I was doubting. Like every day we sit, the Franciscan Missionaries of Mary, we have 30 minutes adoration daily, every day. So every evening we went for
what time do you usually do yours?
The communities differ.
Community, okay.
But usually from 5:30.
So it's the community.
In the community.
Well, I thought it's the individual, so you get your own
The
time.
individual is only when you are professed that you can handle. Otherwise,
so before profession, you are not allowed to have meditation.
From novitiate,
you do the
you do the meditation, but they will expose the Blessed Sacrament for you.
Okay.
And this time in the pre-novitiate, it was community, so the sisters will expose, and we all sit and adore.
Okay. But after profession,
once you wear the habit, you are okay. You can expose by yourself.
Okay. And then, yeah, because you are Eucharistic.
We are Eucharistic
congregation.
Exactly. We are adorers.
Okay.
Eucharistic adorers. Okay. So one of these evening prayers, I was doubting. So I went for evening prayer. During adoration, I was sitting there and grumbling within me. Every day, sitting before this small Blessed Sacrament. And is it real? Is the Eucharist real? Is Jesus really sitting here? So then for a few days, it happened like that. The one particular day I went, as I was praying during my adoration, I closed my eyes and I fell off, as usual, Madam Vision. I fell off. Then I saw the monstrance on fire. fire.
The monstrance was on fire.
The monstrance was on fire. Then I got frightened, and I opened my eyes. There was no fire there. Then it spoke to me that I was doubting, and this is the reality. What is fire? That is Christ's presence.
Yes.
So there's no way I could say Christ is not present.
Yeah.
Christ, and also remember there was fire somewhere
Yes.
already where Christ.
Yes.
So that was where my faith was again shaped in the Eucharist, the adoration of the Eucharist. So in my dryness, I just go and sit before the Blessed Sacrament. And sometimes I don't say anything. There are many times I have to challenge Jesus. Jesus, at a point, Christ decided to befriend me. And we are very close friends. Even today, we are very close friends. So there were times when something is happening and I don't understand, I'll ask him, so this thing, why don't you explain it to me? And you leave me to be moving around like this. Something happened in Abelinque Church.
Tell me. What
There
happened?
was just before you came, Father Bewa was the parish priest.
Okay.
I had problem with my knee.
Okay.
I was struggling I couldn't walk. But this Sunday, I went to church and there was no sister in front who could move for communion distribution. So, and I was limping, struggling to walk. But I decided I will go, but I will walk slowly so that nobody will notice that I have problem with my knees. So I went like that, distributed the communion. But because of the knee pain, I could not kneel or genuflect or do anything of that sort. So I thought when I finish, I will just go back to my seat and sit down. When I finished, Father Bewa said, send the communion to the tabernacle. Hey, how am I going to genuflect? Me, I cannot go to the tabernacle without genuflecting. So then I asked, when he gave it, I just picked the communion and I said, I have been telling you about this knee and you are not minding me. Today the day has come. I'm going to that tabernacle and I'm going to kneel down. I'm going to genuflect. If I genuflect and I'm not able to get up, everybody in this church will know who you are. If you like, let me remain there. But me, I will genuflect. I walk. By the time I finished talking, I was by the tabernacle. I put the communion in the tabernacle. I went down comfortably, genuflected comfortably, got up as if nothing was happening, walked majestically to my seat, sat down, and that was the end of the knee.
This is powerful. So powerful. This is our church, and these miracles happen every day. Every day. It may not be you, but one day it will be your turn. So this is the experience of Sister, and I think this is a powerful experience.
Yeah.
Powerful experience. Thanks for sharing that. Maybe we take the third question. It says, what practice or discipline has become the heartbeat of your daily work with Christ? What practice or discipline has become the heartbeat of your daily work with Christ?
My practice is that every morning before I start my day, I had adoration for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Without that, I don't begin the day. So, and then in the course of the day, I prayed my rosary. If we had to go to the church for rosary, for mass, I have my rosary in my hand. So I don't walk without my rosary. Even if I don't have the beads, I have this one. This one, I don't leave it. So if I don't have the beads, I have this one.
Okay.
And this rosary has saved me from several.
Tell us. Just one. One of those encounters.
One, when I was at Kutubari.
Okay.
A young girl growing. That was the time I was struggling with.
So this particular one, you have had it since then?
No.
Okay.
I mean, finger rosary.
Okay.
Just praying of the rosary.
Okay.
You remember that I said we were 3 musketeers?
Yes, yeah.
Who would go to the church to prepare the church. Every Saturday we went to write the theme of the week, the Sunday on the sanctuary. Then we prepare for the next day. We went and every time we come home very late in the night. But this particular day, it was a holiday. My grandma sent me to Mungwa. So I finished early, and I passed the church, finished my work, and I was going home. And I would take the car from college,
Yeah.
Arena. I take the car from Arena to Newtown College and walk because I want to pray my rosary on the way. So I'll walk from Newtown to Kotobagi
Okay.
with my rosary in hand. One of them, it was this day, it was around between 6:30 and 7 thereabout. When I almost got home, but then I was wearing a jeans with a nice shirt. Those days I used to walk like a lady, showing myself, but with my rosary in my hand. Then I met a man, an elderly man, almost above 60s
At the time,
at
yeah.
the time. This man called me, young girl. He was going somewhere and he needed direction from me. So he asked me first where I was going. But I didn't want to tell him that I was already at my gate.
Okay.
I directed him beyond that I was going to Alaju. Then he said, okay. Then he started asking me funny questions. Am I a virgin? I said, oh, as for that, it's between me and my God. I don't have to tell you. My name, usually I don't mention my name, but I will say my name to strangers was Salome.
Yeah.
So I said, so I
Okay.
told him, my name is Salome. And he said,
Okay.
yes. He saw S in my name.
Oh, really?
Then he began asking me my family background. I was not comfortable because I thought he just wanted a
Money or
direction.
something. Okay.
So I stood to give him the direction. And now the conversation was going more than direction. So meanwhile, I was holding my finger rosary. I was praying. So when he's asking the question, I will say one Hail Mary. Then when I have to answer, I stop, I pause. Then along the line, after asking me some funny questions, whether I'm staying with my biological parents and who in my house is for me and who is not for me, then he said he was a soothsayer. And usually at that particular hour, they go out looking for virgins for
Sacrifice.
sacrifice. So, but he can see that there is some power around me here. And I say, yes, there is a great power around me that nobody can quench. He said, yes, he has seen it. But that power, he doesn't know what it is. Then, at the mention of I can see that great, I can see power around you, I started praying my rosary in my head. Then the question was ongoing. And he has seen that there's a woman in my house, an auntie in my house who doesn't want my development. She wants me to, the way he has seen me, I'm a gifted person, I'll become a great person in future, but that particular woman doesn't want me to persevere. So I should go home and bring 5 eggs, a white handkerchief,
Wow.
and he will use it for sacrifice because he doesn't understand the power lingering around me. He feels that there was something. So I said, okay. And at that time, I switched off. I didn't want to listen to him again. I was focusing on my rosary. So when I got home, my grandmother was inside the room. And then she heard me sharing with my auntie what had just transpired. My auntie was angry why I should even stand and listen to the man saying all these kind of things to me. Meanwhile, grandma heard and she started clapping. Congratulations, you did well. For the fact that an elderly person called you and you stood, God will never leave you. And that is why God protected you. So no matter what the man was planning in the head or wanted to do to you, it will fail. So I was now between two. Auntie said I shouldn't have stand. Grandma said, but I followed grandma. And I was happy that the power of the rosary saved me on that day.
Wonderful. Now, Raymond, your fourth question says, if you could share one hidden joy or challenge of religious life that outsiders really understand, what would it be? And for sister is a very joyful person. She's always joyful. In her community, is one of those people who make the community comes alive. So I don't know which one she wants to share, but anyone, either hidden joy or challenge in the religious life that people outside really do not know. You don't know which.
The challenge, okay, let me share the joys. So the joys you can already see. I'm always happy because Francis was a happy person, and also already I was a happy child from childhood. I was a happy person. To feel sad means you inflict pain, physical pain on me. That makes me sad. Oh, but actually, to feel sad, when I'm sad, I know that, as I said, Jesus is my friend. She befriended me and she continues to befriend me. So everything, every little thing that I had, I complained to him. And so sometimes there are times he scolds me. Like I have to be patient, I'm not patient, I'm talking and asking for things that I'm not supposed to ask for. And he will ask, be patient. I have these kind of conversations with him. So when it comes to challenges, the real challenge I have is about my work. My work as a religious, I'm in charge of finances. I love to do parish work.
Yeah.
I love to be with the youth. But because of where I am, it's very difficult for me. I'm limited. Very difficult for me to find time. Raymond is asking this question because he knew how I started at Abelemkwe.
Okay.
And the vocation club, we were those who formed the vocation club, how active I was. And now I'm no more that active.
Yeah.
So these are some of the challenges I face. And why is it that I'm so focused on the work I'm doing and then not the parish? Because in religious life now, in those days, the church outside supported us. And me in charge of finances, I know how much we get, how much we spend. Funds are not coming. So I have to get involved in doing something to raise funds to take care of the communities and our mission. So these are the challenges I face. Like as I'm sitting here now, I'm working in Accra, but I'm working in Tinga to get some salary so that we can take care of some of our things. So these are the challenges I face.
Great. So we take the last question from Raymond. Says, in what ways has living in community changed your understanding of love and sacrifice? In what ways has living in community changed your understanding of love and sacrifice? Okay. So your understanding of love and sacrifice. What was the change after you now live in a community life? Yes, yeah.
I think Raymond wants to get religious. The doctor has to come. I'm waiting for Marianne to come. So I find community life, first of all, we are different people from different family backgrounds, from different nationalities, different mentalities, different ideas, different behaviors. But God has brought us together to live for a purpose, for one common mission. So there are obviously challenges, different attitudes that we don't understand. We face them. But the joy is that as a community, we are more protected. We are protected by the community life. Because me, for instance, I go out a lot to work, to do other things. So there were times when I had to go to different offices and came late. The sisters know particular time I report in community. So if I go and there is something, I don't come at those within that time frame, they know something has happened. So they have to call to find out, are you okay? What is happening there? So I have to share. And that makes me feel that I belong. So, and when the way we celebrate our birthdays, we celebrate our joys, our sorrows, and
Yeah.
all. So those are the things that makes me feel part and parcel of the community I belong.
Okay. Good. So we take some few messages from our YouTube channel. Eriseku says, Sister Mavis, what message do you have for our young and upcoming girls in the parish? So what will be your message, kind of?
The young girls in
Yes.
Blessed Sacraments
No,
parish.
young girls in
Okay,
general.
in
Yeah.
general. For me, God created each and every one of us for a purpose. And that purpose will be fulfilled only when we commune with Him, when we listen to Him. And sometimes He doesn't speak to us directly. Like I had series of visions, and but God speaks to us through other people,
Okay.
other means. So it is time that the young people listen to the advice of the elderly. So if you listen to them, sometimes you pray and you don't get direction. For me, when I have something to do and I don't know how to go about it, I ask God, let this happen. If this happen, I will know that that is your voice. If it doesn't happen, then I know that I shouldn't go into it. And sometimes it does happen. Then I know that God doesn't want me to do this. So prayer is one key that we need to pray. Now I know that that is teaching us, helping us to understand all these things. So what do we take from all these sharings that we are listening to? All these things should help us to focus. Like if I hear something that strikes me, I should go and pray over it. So I think prayer is number one, listening to the advice of others.
Okay. Great. We have a lot of questions for you. People are on the line. They're asking a lot of questions. This is from Grace Yamali. Says, very inspiring. God bless you in your vocation. And we have Foster Dobala. Dobala. Okay, Bajat Foster. So, have you ever in your life, as sister, regretted choosing this life? How did you overcome it? Okay, so do you have any regrets?
No.
No regrets.
No regret. Looking at the back where I'm coming from to this age,
no
what
regrets.
Will be my regret?
No once have you ever regretted becoming
being a religious? Yes.
No.
No.
Okay.
And so if I die and I come back, I will
you will still be a religious. Really?
Really?
You don't want to go and marry your boyfriend or
no,
boyfriend?
No more.
Maybe now you have become a sister already, so maybe you come again in the next life, you can try another thing.
Well, my mentality now and what I have come to understand now, I remain where I am.
Okay. So we have Apostle Justice Darkwa says, wow, this reminds me of my faith and days past. Okay, Apostle Justice Darkwa. So you can connect with us if you want to share your faith story here on this platform. Just get in touch and we will bring you to the studio to share your own story. Okay, please, Reverend Father, please tell my home that I'm watching it in my home. So, okay, I am really enjoying it, even though I am not a Catholic. This is very educative program. Keep it up. Okay, so Thelma, kudos to you from Apostle Justice Darkwa. Says I should tell Thelma he's watching that home, even though he's not a Catholic. Very educative program. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Apostle. But Apostle, even though you are not a Catholic, the platform is to tell your faith story. So if you are interested, you want to come and tell your faith story, why not? Just get in touch and then we can make arrangement for you to be on the show. Thank you. And all who are watching. There are so many people. Please let us know where you are watching us from. And we go to our YouTube account. Okay, I think we say Eric Seku also asked the same question, whether you have regret joining the vocation and then the FMM. From our WhatsApp platform, the name Holy Boy says, from BSCC, we are proud of you. So I'm sure, sister, that goes to you. We are proud of you for this beautiful story. I think that's all on our WhatsApp platform. Our Facebook platform is exhausted. And for now, we have exhausted all the message. Sister, do you have your last words? After sharing this, your beautiful story, looking at your life and all that, what would you want to be your last words to those who are watching us? Look into the camera there and then talk to them.
Okay. For me, faith is something that God has already put into us, and He requires our cooperation in order to lead us on the path He has chosen for us. This I have shared now is not exhaustive, because there are many experiences I had that being friends of Jesus, if I want to share even a whole year, I will not finish sharing. But one thing that kept me moving, and I will share, is that growing up at Debbie Avenue, and I said we were in the charismatic and we were praying, prayer warriors. There was one lady who is now a sister of the HDR, Reverend Sister Regina Otu. She was kind of ahead of us. And when she went to the novitiate, I also went to the pre-novitiate. Once we met, and she told me, Mavis, you know, now that you are young, you need to make all your prayers, devote yourself to the prayers as much as you can. Because when you grow old and you become busy in life, you will not be able to pray. And these prayers you are making today will be there to intercede for you in the future. I picked that. In those days, I really prayed. There were times in my life when I felt dry. But certain things happened in my life, and I saw that it is not my prayer now. Maybe it was somebody's prayer for me, or what I had stored before. It's what is interceding for me now. So prayer is key. Listening to the voice of God is very important in our life. Reading the word of God and meditating on it, using the word for our day-to-day living is very important. For me, I also found joy in singing.
Okay.
Well, anytime I was traveling, my Catholic hymnal, I didn't spare it. Wherever I went, even to the point that my colleagues, my formation mates, they call me Catholic hymnal. So I didn't joke with my Catholic hymnal.
I like that name, Catholic hymnal.
I sang a lot, I danced a lot, I prayed a lot, and today I'm not able to pray as much as I did, but I could see that all those prayers, as Sister said, are the ones carrying me now. Yeah, they are sustaining me now. So let us pray. Let us pray for the priests, the religious who are serving us, because the life is not easy, yet there are people who have been chosen to lead the spiritual matters of the church. So we need to support everyone by our prayers, in whatever means we can support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My faith story, where faith comes alive. Thank you very much, sister, for sharing this beautiful story. And I am so much touched by the story, because I see the hand of God protecting someone he himself wants to use for his ministry. And I think that the hand of God has been working in your life all these years, unknowing to you. He intentionally brought you into such a family, with such circumstances, with such, incident, and he himself has taken you up, just as he did for the Israelites. Okay, put, taking them into slavery, and the same hand of God protecting them through the Red Sea, through their journey, and then out into a promised land for a purpose. Throughout the challenges, the fighting, the hand of God has always been there protecting the people of God. And this is what God has done for you and has brought you this far. Hey, Raymond Ategbi says, Father January, please give flower to Sister Salome for me. Hey, which flower should I give Sister Salome? So Raymond said he'll give you a flower. Thank you very much, our dear viewers out there who have followed us throughout. This is the 4th episode of My Faith Story, and you have shown us great support all this 4 weeks. Next week, you're going to have another interesting faith story encounter. It's going to be a story of an 86-year-old man. Wow. I'm sure you'll be ready to listen to his faith story as well. So make time with us next week, every Thursday at 10 a.m. We hear the faith story of someone. Before we sign off, today is Thursday, and as part of the work we do in Depsocom Accra, every Thursday we produce the Catholic Time for the Word. Catholic Time for the Word every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. And so, come Sunday is Sunday of Holy Trinity. We celebrate Holy Trinity come Sunday. And so today on Radio Ghana 95.7 FM, we shall listen to Reverend Father Derek Abbey, who will be talking on the topic of Holy Trinity. So we can have some reflection and understanding of Holy Trinity. So tune in to Radio Ghana 95.7 FM and let's listen to Catholic Time for the Word. And then also, we also produce Catholic Digest. Catholic Digest comes your way every weekend. From Friday, we upload on our Facebook and YouTube channel. You can watch it any day, anytime from Friday throughout the weekend. You can also watch Catholic Digest on Lumen Christi TV Ghana, where it is showed during the weekend. And then also on Crystal TV. You can follow our masses, the masses of the Archbishop, also on Crystal TV on Sundays, and which is repeated throughout the day on Crystal TV. And then also on our Facebook and YouTube channel, watch Catholic Digest. In Catholic Digest, we show the activities of Archbishop and then the current, the updates in the Archdiocese. If you wish to be a sponsor of this program, it is as simple as sending us a WhatsApp message on 0595202972. The same number for our Momo line. WhatsApp us and then let us know, and we can put you or you can join the sponsors. So far, we are sponsored by Cake Elements. Cake Elements are people who are into cake. They are cake specialists. So today we have Cake Elements giving us beautiful cake here. So here we have in our hands here the Cake Element. Now we have cake. This is donut, special donut. Here we have a package of 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful donut that is packed. You see the package, very well packed, and the name there is Cake Element. I'm sure you will see that. Contact Cake Element. You have the contact there, 0244460557. And this one is going to be enjoyed by the crew here. The crew. This is what they do every Thursday. And our sponsors do that. And Sister is going to have this package. So this one will go to Sister, okay, who has been on this show. So Sister, this one is from Cake Element. So the phone number is there. You can promote Cake Element as well.
Thank you.
Then also we have in our studios here Pepsi Pine. Now we have spoken about Pepsi Pine, who are also sponsoring. We have different flavors of Pepsi Pine, different flavors. Now this is the orange flavor, 100% natural fruit, and then we also have pineapple ginger here. We have different flavors. I just brought 2 on the set, and this will also go to Sister as well. Now we also have a very beautiful package here by Cake Element, and we shall pack all of them, and this will go to Sister. We thank all our sponsors. Thank you, and God bless you. You can also be a sponsor. Yes, it's as easy as anything. Our number is there. Just give us a WhatsApp, and we will be part of that. Then also, Passy Furnitures. The table we are using here was given to us by Passy Furniture. The seat we are using now, Passy Furniture. When you come to our office, Depsocom Accra, our furniture has been changed, all thanks to Passy Furniture. And we are so grateful to them. Go there in Chagel, get good office furniture for yourself, for your office, even for your homes. You will not regret going there. And we also thank the Archdiocese of Accra, our Archbishop, for always supporting us and what we do here at Depsocom Accra. We also want to say thank you to the crew who are working so hard. Yesterday, we were here on Encyclical Insight. If you have not watched that yet, please go to our channel, Encyclical Insight. We spoke about the new encyclical by the Pope, Magnificat Humanitas, try to understand the document and what that means to us and our faith. It's so beautiful. Just yesterday we did that. And today we are here on My Faith Story. Thank you very much for being a part. Thank you for your support. And thank you all who are behind and encouraging us here and there. God richly, richly bless you. Sister, thank you very much for coming. And thank you for sharing your faith story with us. Next week, we shall see you in a faith episode. Till then, stay blessed. Bye.